Coach, here you are at Augustana College, and I know a lot of history to this program. What's it meant to you? This will be your first year as the head guy. You've been here for a couple of years as the defensive coordinator. What are you looking most forward to about this kind of change of roles?
Well, it really is an honor and a privilege to be part of such a rich and storied program. 4 national championships, multiple conference championships, trips to the playoffs. I mean, it's just the number of academic All-Americans on the field. The list goes on and on in terms of accomplishments. So when they gave me the keys, there's a great responsibility. You're not driving an old beat-up Ford. You're driving the Cadillac of small college football, and I feel like there's a tremendous opportunity to continue this and grow it and play at a level that represents the great history and tradition. But by the same token, put your own mark on it. Do it your way. Do it the way that you feel good about, and that kids have the best experience possible. And along the way, we win some games. That's for sure.
If there are some coaches out there watching this that looking into Augie for some of their high school athletes, what are they going to get here? What's Augie football about?
Well, I think that the thing that really separates us from a lot of places is that rich tradition, just that understanding they're going to come to a place that has won 32 years in a row, again, has national championships, has tremendous individual successes. We are second in the nation of all small colleges in number of academic All-Americans and 6th on the all-time list at all levels. Stanford, for example, is number 5 on the list, so Augustana is number 6 in producing academic All-Americans. We've had 135 academic All-Americans. In all sports, 26 have been football players. So they're going to come to a place that has produced on the field, but also has produced off the field. They're going to come to a place that they're going to get an outstanding education. Augustana has a wonderful academic reputation and is known nationwide. And they're going to come to a place where I think they're going to surround themselves with other athletes, student athletes, that have those same priorities in mind, that play the game the right way, they work hard, they're smart, their degree is important to them. They have some fun along the way, too, and I think it's just been a great environment. And again, the history speaks for itself, and we want to obviously continue that.
How about on Saturdays? What kind of offense, defenses are they going to see if they're able to come to Augie?
Well, offensively, Augie was known for many, many years as a wing tee team and had kind of their own form of an Augie wing tee, and transitioned right before I got here in 2008 to a spread attack. We're going to continue with the spread attack. We've kind of recruited those kinds of players and have hired coaches that understand the spread, and I think can help elevate our offense and get us back on top, on that side of the ball. Defensively, I brought kind of a hybrid 3-5 flex. It's really unique. It's a different system that we've kind of developed along the way over the years, and has been really productive. We've been one of the top defenses in the conference and nationally all 3 years, so we're going to continue to play our unique brand of flex defense, and then try to be a good solid kicking team like everyone. A third of the game, more important, special teams, however you phrase that, it's really important that you're solid in the kicking game, and so put all 3 phases together to try to build the best program we can.
Where are most of your athletes coming from here at Augie?
Most are Illinois high school players, and most do come from the suburbs. Obviously the population base there, and the quality of football in the suburbs, but also just in Illinois in general is outstanding. We crossed the river a little bit and get into Iowa. We've expanded a little bit more out of state into Colorado, Arizona, California, even the East Coast. But the reality is most of our guys are going to be within driving distance, and the biggest population group is in the suburbs. And it allows parents and family and friends to see them play. Several of the teams we play are in that, are located in that region as well, and so it's a good opportunity to get away, go somewhere where they're going to get a great education, get away from home, but not too far away. And so that's been our most productive recruiting area for sure.
If I were to talk just the kind of general question about just I think that pertains to coaches in general, a lot of high school coaches out there, a lot of people coaching football that love the game. What would be a way for a guy that's been coaching at a high school level to be able to cross over and get into college coaching? Is there any way, what would be an attack somebody out there could try if they wanted to try and make that jump?
Well, that is a good question. And really, in all my years now, I guess I'm going into my 32nd year doing this. I've been fortunate to be in the college game for 30 years now. It's not as easy as it once was. There were more openings. You didn't have to know someone. You could apply for jobs kind of based on your own merit and the quality of the work, the body of the work that you'd already done, and people would be more willing to listen now unless you really know someone. It's really, really difficult. Jobs aren't open as much as I'd like them to be. That's a big change I've seen, but nonetheless, they're still there. So, anything you can do that allows you to grow and learn as much about the game as possible. Not just the system or the techniques you teach, but what other people are doing, and then being able to transfer ideas from one scheme, one coaching style or philosophy, and integrate those into your own coaching style, and really create a comprehensive body of work that you can present and, to be honest, really wow somebody with. Because everybody's trying to look for that coach that can make a difference. We're all trying to win. It's highly competitive, even at the small college level. So anybody that can come in and make a difference on a staff, whatever the case may be, whatever the position group is a guy that is going to, certainly get their attention. So the more you know, and not only what you know, the more you know about the game, fundamentals, techniques, scheme, strategy, but also how well you can teach it. Those are the two things I'd say. So knowledge and ability to instruct. And you can't get too much knowledge, and you can't ever be too good an instructor. And so really develop a teaching style that allows you to do a good job to present the material that you do know.
Well, Coach, it's been great to be here at Augie today. Just real quick in closing, what are some expectations for Augie football next year?
We better win this thing. That's we're going to try to win them all. We signed on for 10, and if we're lucky enough, we get 15. And our guys really believe we have a good nucleus of guys coming back, and our guys really been working hard in the off season, and we really believe we can be champions. We expect to be champions here. That's part of having Augie on the side of your helmet, because again, that's that history and tradition, and we feel like that we're in a position to get back on top. And we've never been too far down. Augie's had so many good teams for so long, but to move back on top, our guys expect that. Our coaching staff expects that. There's a new sense of energy, obviously, anytime there's a coaching change, and it's my responsibility and charge to kind of make this all happen.
Well, best of luck to you in 2011.
Appreciate it.